Hello there, Gemini. It's so good to see you. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Mary Sue, and I'm so grateful that you're here. So today we're doing kind of a fun type of reading. We're going to take a look at some connection that you have in mind. It could be a romantic connection, family, friend connection, whatever you're thinking about and wanting to know more information about what the person you're dealing with is thinking about your connection. So this could be somebody you're separated from, in conflict with, or whatever, but we'll take a look at what their hidden feelings are, because we don't always share what we're really thinking. So we'll take a look first at your energies in the connection, and then we'll do a deep dive on their energies, and then we'll get some advice about how you can move forward in this connection. So anyway, and if you're enjoying the content that I create or resonating with the message, I'd really appreciate it if you would consider liking, commenting, subscribing. All those things help to get my message out to more people. Okay, Gemini, let's get into your reading. We're going to start with your animal spirit. So this first part is about you. Heron, patience. Create a place in nature's stillness and be renewed. Take time alone to find balance. Step confidently toward your purpose. Patience will bring you rewards. Okay, so Gemini, I'm getting the energy here that, you're either in conflict or you're not speaking to someone at this time. You could be separated from them, or you could have just said, okay, we're going our own way for a little bit here. There's an energy that's okay, that Gemini, you're a problem solver. You may be trying to fix this connection, fix the problem, whatever it is. Sometimes when we get into that fixing mentality, what happens is we give too much to the connection. So this is Spirit letting you know, hey, you're doing all that you can in this situation, and it's part of the lesson that you're learning in the situation is to just allow things to kind of flow the way that they need to flow, and to trust the universe, that the best thing for this connection will happen. You just have to allow it to to grow, to be released, to move in any direction that needs to move. It's also about this connection is helping you to find your purpose, because it says step confidently toward your purpose. I think part of the lesson that you're learning in this connection is this could have been a codependent type of relationship. But by being in separation or in conflict with this person, what's happening is that you are opening yourself up to your soul's path, to your soul's purpose. And to go ahead and do that confidently, go ahead and allow, or release the energies, at least right now, for this connection, so that you can kind of focus on you and what you are here to do. It's about reconnecting, to the divine, to your own soul's purpose. I love this energy. It's very spiritual, and Gemini, you've had very spiritual readings this year. We're also getting ready for the full moon in Virgo on the 18th. So this is an energy of, really kind of stepping into releasing whatever needs to be released. And then with the spring equinox in the northern hemisphere on the 20th, it's this energy of really, embracing the new that you have on your path. So let's go and look for a minute at your motivation in this. Ascended Masters, yeah. Your motivation is you're trying to figure this out. You may be doing like a deep dive into like astrology, birth charts, tarot, anything that can help you to find the answers that you're looking for about how to navigate this connection, or what went wrong in this connection. You're doing somewhat of a deep dive spiritually in order to try to understand this. This is probably a connection that has left your head spinning, like you're not really sure what went wrong. So it's probably not closed out, and there's this energy of really trying to find the answers and not being able to find them in the 3D. It's kind of like, you're just kind of like, I don't get it, because logically it doesn't make sense. It's about when you start looking at soul contracts and counterparts in, why people are brought together, why people go ahead and drift apart spiritually, right? That you're going to find those answers. Okay, so now let's take a look at the lesson that you are learning in this. So your motivation, believe it or not, I feel like that is very subconsciously that your motivation here is to find the answers about this connection on a spiritual level. So the lesson that you're trying to learn, oh my gosh, vast universe. You, Gemini, the spiritual nature of this relationship is just it's so profound. And I feel like when you talk about this relationship with other people, they don't get it. Like, they don't get it. They're like, there's some missing information. And you know that the missing information is on the spiritual level. Not that they may not have betrayed you or hurt you in the 3D, but you also are understanding the whole big picture about that those things happened in order to help open you up to your soul's purpose, and that the patience that you are having to use in this connection is helping to bring you rewards. Because I feel like you are gaining so much spiritual wisdom. And with that wisdom, then you will help others that are having similar, maybe relationship issues, to help people move past the pain and to see the hope of a new day. Planning and action. Yeah, I feel like you're taking this wisdom that you are learning and now planning about how you move forward. About how you share the wisdom that you have learned. Because Gemini, you are very much a life learner. You're a very good communicator. You're a great teacher, great writer. So I feel like it's almost like you're stepping, I want to say, almost onto a global platform. This is really interesting energy. I see you actually kind of like on a stage. You might be becoming a spiritual leader in some way, spiritual teacher, spiritual guide. There are people that are needing your wisdom in how you have navigated this situation with, I think, a lot of grace. There are people that are almost like flocking to you, if you allow them, are flocking to you in order to gain a little bit of your wisdom. It's almost as if, how like you have seeds seeds, bird seed, and, scattering, they're showing me the, wow, this is so interesting. In Mary Poppins, the woman that lives in the park and feeds the birds. It's almost as if you are that person, and the seeds that you are spreading are seeds of hope and joy for others to almost eat, like the birds. Like, the people that are flocking to you are like the birds. You may be very spiritually connected with birds. Birds may be, it's interesting, a heron here. You may be very spiritually connected to birds. You may feel like the birds can talk to you, or you can talk to the birds. The birds symbolize something, and people are flocking to you. You have seeds of wisdom, seeds of hope, seeds of perseverance that you are spreading to these flocks of people. Really interesting visual that I'm getting with that. A sense that you're not stepping onto this kind of like worldly platform in a hurrah type of way. It's kind of like the homeless woman that lives in the park in Mary Poppins, just somebody that's really kind of simple. You may feel like, why would anybody want my wisdom? It's because you have a certain wisdom about yourself that nobody else can tap into because of what and I'm not saying you're going to be homeless. All I'm saying is that this simple, you feel like you may be simple, like what you have navigated, anybody can navigate, but Gemini, what I'm getting here is no, you're so much more than that. You feel like you're simple, but the world sees you in a much bigger light. You don't recognize your own light. You don't recognize your own light. Yeah, increase. I feel like there's a big increase of love and abundance heading your way. You may feel a little bit like, you've struggled financially or something, like that woman in the park. You may feel like you have lost everything. You may have lost relationships. You may have lost, material goods. You may have gone through this period where you were just like letting go of so many things, and you're kind of like, okay, I've let go of everything. There's like nothing else I can let go of. Just like the woman in the park, she's got nothing that else she can let go of, and yet she has this generosity to feed the birds. Yeah, really interesting. I think she sells the bird seed, doesn't she? Really interesting. I'm going to have to go look that up because they're really showing me her. And I haven't thought about her in a long time. Okay, so let's see. What is your ideal outcome? What would you like to happen in this relationship? You would like to let go of this relationship. I feel like, this relationship is kind of holding you back from what it is that you are meant to do. And that. It's almost, you may feel a little bit embarrassed by what has gone on in this relationship because you can't explain it to anybody. You know why this relationship did not work out. You just can't explain it to anybody. And that's why I feel like you think that you're alone, like in the park, sitting on the park bench by yourself, right? And your only friends are the birds. But the birds are actually your soul tribe coming to be with you. Wow, intuition and manifestation. I feel like you are intuitively knowing that there is good for you in the future. Very soon, I believe. It's a matter of letting go of perhaps shame or guilt around this relationship, because this relationship left you so confused. Just honestly confused. And so now you're just kind of like stepping into this knowing of, Three of Swords on the bottom. I am going to clarify this, letting go, and then we're going to go into theirs. Honestly, Gemini, did not mean to spend so much time on this. I think that there is a message here for at least some of you. King of Cups, Knight of Swords, Four of Pentacles, Eight of Swords. You're all kind of caught up in your head. It's kind of like, if I can't make this relationship work, then how can I be a teacher to other people? You may be sitting there going, Mary Sue, I couldn't get this relationship to work. What do I have to teach the rest of the world? Part of it is allowing yourself to let this go for now. Remember, what we let go right now may come back to us. If it's meant to be in our life, it is. It's, about letting it go if it wants to go. King of Cups here, you could be working with a Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio, but it's about mastering your emotions. I think this took an emotional drain on you. It was very emotionally draining because it was such an important connection for you. And the person that you were dealing with may have been very determined to almost, see how the Knight of Swords is like moving away. This person has been determined to get like away from you in a way. And you're just like, I don't get it. Here I am. I'm so loving and I want to love you. And actually almost over loving, right? Giving way too much to this connection. But this person was just very determined to go in a new direction. And now you are gaining that determination to do what is good for you, to get in this place of your heart. Remember, where your heart and your head meet, miracles happen. And that is what is coming in with the Four of Pentacles. You're building a strong foundation for yourself. I feel like you're building actually a really strong financial foundation for yourself. So now let's go ahead and look at the person that you're dealing with. The first thing we're going to do is look at their motivation in this connection. What is it that is, keeping them in this connection, even energetically? Because I feel like you can feel their energy since we have that letting go, having a difficult time of letting go of this. So travel, yeah. I think they're trying to move away from you. I feel like this connection, we're going to look at their strengths and, their shadow side. But I feel like this connection is causing them anxiety of some sort. So they may move away from you, but then when they feel you pulling away, they may come back. There's this traveling of back and forth, almost a back and forth energy. I feel like they're trying to move away from you. There's something that they're trying to find. They're trying to find, I want to say, their own happiness. I don't think they're super happy without you, Gemini. This is all part of, yeah. Queen of Cups, the Chariot, could be a Cancer, but it doesn't have to be. Queen of Cups. We have the King and Queen of Cups. The other thing is that they're showing me, see how the bag is outside the closed doors? I feel as if they always kind of had their bags packed, or you may have always felt like they had their bags packed and were ready to go. The Queen of Cups, their energy here is about stepping into an energy of learning how to love themselves. They have baggage. They have baggage around loving themselves. And so they're trying to step into, their motivation here is, I'm really interested in their shadow side. Wearing a mask. I feel like they may put on this happy face. They may actually do a lot of extensive traveling, but it's traveling in order to put on some type of facade. It's a facade of there's something with traveling that brings them some type of energy that they are looking for, but they cannot find in themselves. So say they travel a lot and they stay like in 5-star hotels. They may not even, they may obviously be able to afford it, but maybe it is even kind of like a luxury. Right? But they do it because it's kind of like trying to show how much they are worth. Because the Queen of Cups knows how much she's worth. She knows she has to fill up her own cup first before she can love others. They're traveling. It's almost as if they are trying to find their own love for themselves. So it's kind of like they're always seeking it. And yet at the same time, they have this baggage. And you see how it's behind closed, I'm saying it's behind closed doors because that's how they're kind of presenting it to me. But it's kind of like, they haven't unpacked this baggage. They have some baggage. They feel as if there's some way you may be like the only person that truly loves them. And yet at the same time, when you're in that energy of truly loving them, they recognize the fact that they don't truly love themselves. Wow. It's probably a twin flame connection. Yeah, it's an energy of, wow, that's kind of interesting. Playing it safe. I feel like you may have been actually trying to play it safe in this connection. There's an energy here of not speaking the true emotions. We have the King and the Queen of Cups, right? There's a lot of love here, but there's no talking about the love. We're going to pack our love up, our feelings up, put them in the baggage and not talk about them. The baggage is, you know, it's like it's locked. It's got straps on the sides. It's like, and I feel as if you're, dark thoughts. I feel as your connection, part of your soul contract is to help each other to open up to your feelings and to learn how to love yourselves. And then perhaps if this is a twin flame connection, once you learn those lessons, then you can come back together. So let's see what their strength is. What is their light in this connection? Oh my gosh. Yeah, they have the light inside of them. They may not even recognize it. This is kind of like their superpower. I feel as if they know on some spiritual level that they had to pull away from you in order for you to go on your spiritual path. Now, you may be sitting there going, but they don't look like they're on their soul's path, right? They're doing crazy stuff. They hurt me. They hurt other people. But in some subconscious way, they also know that that is their part in this connection. That's probably why you're so confused about why this I'm only laughing. I don't mean to, I'm not laughing because I feel like this is a painful connection. It's almost as if, I'm seeing the light in this own connection is kind of like an aha moment, right? Because look at all of this spiritual energy here. It's beautiful. And it's almost like a textbook soul contract. You're not sure why, you may not be sure why they left. You can't explain it to anybody in the 3D. Your friends are kind of like, what? You may go to therapy and your therapist is like, what? And you're like, I know, I don't get it. But down deep inside, this person didn't know any other way to do it. They had to go unpack their baggage. They had to go on this voyage too. They had to go on their soul's journey. They had to travel to find themselves, to find what they truly love about themselves. And they didn't know how to express that. They may not have even consciously known it. This is like so cool. That's why I'm kind of like, it's not cool when you're going through it. But it's so cool because it is almost like a textbook soul contract. It's taken a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage for this person to leave. I think they knew that they were going to hurt you. I think they knew that this was not going to be an easy journey for them or for you. And, you may be sitting there going, yeah, but, they're traveling. They're staying in 5-star hotels. Well, that is what they're showing in the 3D. That does not mean that is really going on down deep inside. So let's take a look at their shadow side. Remember, we all wear a mask. I feel like this person may be very good at wearing a mask. So let's see what their shadow side is. Conflict. Yeah, they have a lot of internal conflict. I am going to clarify that. I feel like there's this part of them that doesn't really know why they do the things they do. And, they're kind of like, once again, they're in a boat on a journey. They're on a journey to try to figure out, like, why do I do? I feel like they may have hurt more than one person here. And they're kind of like, why do I do the things that I do? King of Pentacles, Judgment, High Priestess. Wow. Page of Wands, learning on this journey. Yeah, I feel as if, here's the money. I got that sense before when I was talking about the five-star hotels. They may put a lot into their 3D image, traveling, nice homes, fancy cars, nice clothing, big trips. There's a lot that they gather from that. What's happening though is that they thought that if they brought all this material stuff into their life, that they would be super happy. And now it's kind of like, okay, I brought all of this in, and then I feel like they brought this all in and they still weren't happy. That, the relationship that you have with them, they couldn't understand. It was almost this energy. I almost kind of wonder if they had this about them. They thought that it would attract love to them. If they had everything flashy, it would attract love to them. And maybe they're finding that that's not really true. They're reassessing with the judgment card. They're reassessing their need for money. Why do I need this money? Why do I get this money and then I'm really not happy? I'm always wanting more. There's this conflict. I thought if I had all of this money, I'd be really happy. I'm not really happy. Why am I not happy? They're kind of going through all of that, and they're trying to tap into their intuition. They're blocking their intuition because I feel like their intuition is telling them it's not about the money. They may have felt also that if they had all this money, you would love them. And then it's kind of like, I don't feel like that was part of what you loved about them, Gemini. And so then they were kind of like, well, I don't get it. Why doesn't Gemini love me? They're seeking love. They're seeking their own self-worth. With the King of Pentacles, this is also about seeking self-worth. They're trying to find their self-worth. It's truly, I feel like they're on a journey. They're seeking it. They can't find it. So let's take a look at their lesson. What is the lesson that they are learning within your connection? What are they learning? They're learning how to find, oh my gosh, they're learning how to find true success. They always related success to having things. And now they're understanding, wait a minute, success is so much bigger than that. Look at how he's standing there and he's, kind of like throwing out stardust, if you will, right? Stardust into the air. It's kind of like, oh my gosh. If you look, there's only sky and grass and the horizon. There are no things in this picture. There's no cars. There's no houses. There's no fancy hotels, right? They're finding that the success is finding love for themselves down deep inside. Their idea, oh my gosh, and then look at this true love. They're finding their own love for themselves in order so that they can step into loving other people. They're learning how to love themselves. They're learning that it doesn't have anything to do with the things. Look, in this picture, all the things are gone, right? It's almost like, yeah, they don't need the things. What they need is the connection, is the people in their life. Wow. And I feel like that's part of their conflict, because what they did was they kind of tossed you to the side. They may have literally packed your bags for you and put them on the front stoop, right? Yeah. Really interesting. Okay, so what are they likely to do next? Well, let's see what their next move might be in your connection. Okay, so this is really interesting. I got two cards. Transformation. They're taking the loss of this connection. The loss, they may actually lose their financial stability. They may lose some of the things that they have. And then all of a sudden they realize, I didn't really need those things to be happy. I just need a peace of mind. I need peace. I need love. I need connections in my life. really interesting energy here, because I feel this is what they're going to do next. And I feel as if they may actually reach out to you, Gemini, to talk about this. To talk about, I feel like they're trying to almost balance out, because we have the judgment card here. Maybe balance out this conflict. They may feel as if you have the answers. I think because you were able, I think when you step into this energy of being able to let go of this connection, that is when they realize that there's more to this connection than just the material things. Yeah, a change in the wind, clean it up. This is your advice to you. Recognizing that there is some change, transformation is here. The judgment card. There's a sense of rebirth, of cutting out, letting go of those things that no longer serve you. This is your advice, that serve you. Of allowing this relationship to go, at least for now, right? To go on this path of exploring, of teaching, of gaining more wisdom as you go, of sharing your knowledge with others, of spreading the seeds of hope. They keep coming back, the seeds of hope. The seeds of hope also help to feed this relationship, to help to feed this connection in some way. And then there is new life. Now, it could be new life in this connection. It could also be new life in just you, recognizing that what you have been through this connection has opened you up. You are somebody different now, right? You've gone through this change. You've had to let go of so much. And now it's almost as if, okay, you're good with what is, you're surrendering. You're surrendering to your journey. You're willing to take it day by day. Whereas before you may have been a person that wanted to plan a lot. You know, you had your 5-year plan, your 10-year plan. And now you're recognizing, well, I have so much right here. I can sit and feed the birds, right? And I can spread my hope and joy to others, stepping into this energy of sharing your wisdom and wealth of knowledge confidently, stepping into your purpose. So, oh my gosh, Fool. Yeah, it's, you have just, temperance. You have patience here, right? Patience will bring you rewards. I feel as if, here we have, you have a new path ahead of you. You're afraid to perhaps step on this path because by stepping on this path, you are having to let go of this connection. But that is your advice, is to let go of this connection and to see where this new path leads you. To not be fearful, because your spirit guides, your angels are with you. Your ascended masters are there to help light the path for you. I feel like the only thing that is stopping you from whatever it is that you are hoping to bring into your own life, Gemini, is you. What expectations do I have that are impossible to meet? The expectations we have are mostly delusional and impossible to meet. We then experience disappointment with ourselves or with a relationship when they are not met. It's time to dissolve your expectations and replace them with gratitude. You are being summoned to be more peace. Oh my goodness, you had the peace card. We have the peace card here. We had the peace card. I'm sorry. Okay, you are being summoned to more peace. Peace is home for our soul, and it is accompanied by trust. It comes when you surrender and focus only what you can control. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. I feel like that is kind of the lesson that you have been learning, is to release expectations of people, of relationships, of what life is supposed to be. You had your plan and it went away. It was washed away in some tower moment, right? And now it's kind of like this journey of releasing the expectations. If you expect nothing and are grateful for everything, you will experience extreme fulfillment. And I feel like that is part of the wisdom that you have gained on this journey, and that you are now meant to go out and teach. You know, those are your seeds of hope, to turning it around from expectations to gratitude. You know, stepping into that energy of being grateful for the time you had with this person, the experience, the good, the painful, really stepping into that. Because it is about taking the time alone to find balance. Yeah. It's that balance within yourself. Okay, so here is your Lover's Oracle card. Look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. I feel like this person truly loves you. They truly miss you. That is part of the conflict. They can't understand why they've done what they have done in this connection. They honestly cannot even, I think they try to explain it to themselves and they can't. They may even be saying that it was all your fault, right? Because they cannot even wrap their head around it. But you see how this, you know, this portrait, it's like the one eye is all kind of like seas, right? And I'm getting the sense that they're starting to see why this connection, why they did what they did in this connection, why you did what you did, that the whole bigger picture, it's all about that bigger picture. Yeah. Here is the peace card. Thank you, angels. I knew we had the peace card. Your higher self, intuition and manifestation. Oh my gosh, joy is fun. Yeah, I feel like, you know, you're stepping into this energy of peace. You know, when you allow the expectations to go, to have more fun with life. This person may have expected a lot out of you. You know, you expected a lot out of yourself in this connection. You really tried to make this connection work and just couldn't. And the reason you couldn't is because it was not meant to stay together. It's almost, you know, it was inevitable that the two of you had to separate, at least for some time, in order to work on these lessons. It's a twin flame connection, right? Working on those lessons by yourself, finding that balance within yourself, finding that hope, understanding, opening yourself up to a much, you know, bigger picture of relationships than you ever before understood. Really interesting, Gemini. I do personal readings. If this is resonating and you'd like to go deeper into your own personal situation, the link is in the description box. And I do wish you much love and light. Be kind and gentle with yourself in this situation, because you are exploring so much more of what, you know, a soul contract is, of how this fits into, you know, life. And I can't find the other one. I can't find any of the cards. Isn't that interesting? I feel like that has something, like you're finding bits and pieces along the way. It's the message I'm getting is you have all of the wisdom, you have all of the knowledge. It's about you surrendering to that. This is what this is. It's kind of like the peace card. You know, I couldn't find the peace card. I was like, the peace card's here. I know the peace card's here. And it was right there. It was actually literally right on top of this deck over here. clear as a bell for me to see. And I feel as if that is kind of a message to you that the peace that you are looking for in this connection within yourself is right in front of you. All you have to do is surrender the expectations that you had for this connection, for this person, for yourself. Okay, surrender that. And just be grateful. Just step into a sense of being grateful for this connection and the role that it played in your life, in the big scope of your life, right? Your soul's journey. And understand, once I think you get back out into that vast universe, you pull back and you see the whole big picture, you're going to get out of that minutia of what happened, the actual details, and then it's kind of like, okay, now I get it. Now I get it. And it's not quite as painful because you understand that there is so much more to this connection than, something that a person did. Not that it wasn't painful, but how that painful experience helped open you up to something that is so much bigger and so much more loving than you ever thought possible. Wow. All right, Gemini, I'm going to leave it there. I'd love to hear how this resonates with you in the comments below. I always love reading your comments. And much love and light to you in this situation and all your situations. Bye for now.